Okay, I think we're live. Hey yo everybody, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Copy Studio. There we go, let's get stuff going. This is Knell, a comic. Alright, what are we doing? Ayo woo woo. Welcome in. Man, it is a hot one. My house is warming up. It will not be a long stream today. I don't want to run the AC hard enough to keep it cool all day. Okay. Just boy, it's kicking on a lot. Well, I have a ceiling fan. It's on right now. It's much quieter. So it's either no fan or ceiling fan while I'm streaming. If I had the tower fan on, you know, you'd hear it in the background. So I always have to turn that off. So, alright, what I have done is to try to figure out about what the resolution is. And I sketched that out on a piece of paper and scanned it in. So now I have a test to see if it matches the size and everything. This way I can just use standard, you know, like standard printer paper, right? And just do like the basic, not full pencilings, but you know. It's basically a template, so I can just draw and not have to worry about setting up a template. At least not off stream. Okay, which reminds me, I need my storyboard thing, which I did not grab. It's in a folder over here somewhere. Okay, so that's just a test. That's no big. I was just figuring out how to do that. And what am I doing? We need a brush. What even is that size? I don't even know what to do with her. We'll probably have to fix that face later too. We're just cleaning everything up. So, yeah, I don't want to mess with the text tool today. But we'll mess with it at some point. So he walks over here and apparently kicks her in the side. I still don't know. We're gonna have to come up with something else. I also got some new brushes today. If that matters. I will practice with them off stream. Okay, so I still have no clue how to deal with her face. Like, how about like that? I'm still learning how to actually draw lines. I'm not a line artist. Alright. I think that's a little bit better. She's just angry. And he's all, sucks to be you. And he kicks her. I guess. I suppose he walks around her or walks over her. I don't know. The previous frame, she's off to the side. But does that matter? An indoor tan from it being so hot outside. I don't know if that's possible. The windows are covered up. Let's see. Where is the next frame or panel? You know, I need to figure out how to put these into the story manager. I should have started this off as a multi-page comic, and I didn't. That one's done, sort of done-ish. This is Knell 3. Where did these things go? Hold on. Weirdly, it does not organize them. What? How is it organizing these files? There. Okay. We cleaned that up yesterday. I think I'm good with that. And another thing I have to work on this week is putting these all into one project. So I create a single project file and then use a story manager to show the frames. And move them around and deal with everything. Let's see. That one looks alright. Okay. That's 4 and and 5. And this yeah, this is my attempt at the text box, which I still don't quite understand. And I storyboarded all this. Beyond this, I storyboarded this conversation with my new sort of dialogue storyboard system. Also, I think I want to change the box size for these. Rectangle. Okay. Yeah, these need to be thicker. So I will apply those later, but I think that this needs to be a good deal heavier. The thin boxes just don't work. It's also hard to line them up, like visually. They do have tools where you can cut through frames and stuff like that, but it's fiddly. I'd rather just snap them in. It's faster. There, put these in order. F you, lady. Okay, we'll work on this one. I'm pretty sure we won't get into this one today. Man, it's heating up. Here was my brush thing. Okay, so which do I want to use? You know what I want to do is here, we're down here on the rough. No, we're not. What are you? Are you the speech balloon? Did I make speech balloons? I don't know why I put that there for. Why are you offset? Are you clipped? Are you clipped into this layer? Oh no, it's in this folder. Duh. Right, okay. It's fine, I'm okay. Well, we got a lot of work to do, kids. One thing is the button for the pen and pencil is P for both of them, right? And I can toggle through them and just hit it twice, and I'll go through, you know, the one that was last used in each set. From there to there. It'll go pen first, and then it'll go pencil, so I can hit it twice, and I'll get down to this one. Just like with brush is B, but also airbrush is B, so I can hit brush twice and I'll get airbrush. I just know what I'm getting. The thing is though that I don't have enough things. I don't have enough space on my programmable keypad to put the P key, so that I can't just hit that. Mr. 100, Mr. Player, welcome in. Yeah. So I don't have enough space for that shortcut, and that means I then have to reach up to my keyboard, or well, I have a different shortcut device, so I don't know, I might have to put that back down on the table and get it closer to my hand. I did like it being up here on top of the tablet, but it might be easier. I just can't really hit that without looking. I need to get a bigger programmable keypad, and then that would give me at least an extra row of buttons. That'd let me put in like I don't know, like four more. I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm just doing my thing. If that's all right with you. What the hell is this? Oh, airbrush. Right, so if I want to do this, that's 12. Oh, and here's another thing. View, print size. So this way I can see what it will look like in print at the exact size. I calibrated my monitor, or I checked the calibration of my monitor, and it's spot on. Centimeter for centimeter. This is the size it looked like. So whatever's legible here will be legible there. Or I mean in print, not there. You know what I mean. So do I want to use this one? That's my oil brush. One thing I would love to do is, this was the first brush I ever liked. And this was one that I made myself. And it's very brushy, but as a penciler, it's just not, like, it works. And I can control it, but what I need to do is take my original drawing for the brush tip and make a circle out of it, like trim off the edges so it doesn't have this brush stroke, and it has more of a circular shape. But then again, maybe my new digital penciling brushes might be helpful. Okay, and here's another thing. Why don't we start this right now? Let's start up with this. Here, no, wrong. Can we change this on its own? And now that this is selected, can I change this to brush? Yes. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. So, is that too thick? What do y'all think? I think that's too thick. What did we have before? It was like 15. Let's go to... Well, that had to be drawn again then. Right. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm looking at my Walking Dead comic, one of them, and trying to compare like the relative line thickness to the page, just visually. This seems heavier than that. I want it to be skinnier, right? So here, back to there. Oh, there you are. 20. That's not bad. Okay. I think that's okay, but I'll have to redo these because they'll be too close to each other with the thicker lines. Now my line spacing is, or my safe zone, which is this outer area here, if you can imagine all this as a box, this central part is just guaranteed to not have any problems. All the important stuff goes in here. So I have given myself an extra ½ inch, or I've subtracted ½ inch. It's like a ¼ inch on each end here. The output will be 9 inches instead of 9½. But that also means it's more print shop friendly. It's a safer output. Also, we're not doing you know, anything like exceptionally detailed or huge, and I don't think we would need that extra ½ inch. So, you know, at least for now. We'll start to tighten up. Maybe it'll get amazing. Maybe it'll just be, maybe I'll just get to AAA levels and Knell will just become this super rendered AAA comic. Man, I hate dealing with print. It's just a lot of crazy technical stuff and weirdo industry standards. They don't make it any easier because they're from old standards that just somebody pulled out of their butt and just decided to make it like that forever. So some of it just has no logic and other stuff does. Of course, this has logic, so that's good. Man, all the freaking measurements and stuff. Everything has to be really precise. Okay, so then let's kill all these layers, and I think we'll try with this new line stuff. Whatever the hell I'm talking about, this thing. Okay, let's do. Where's my comic tool? Alright, I wanted 20. I think. Yeah. And let's see. I could assign a stroke to it, like a shape. I like that rough pen. We could do G pen. What about that? How about that? How about that? Alright, let's try. You know. Gotta be compatible with Gutenberg's first printing press, with the movable type and everything. I completely sidetracked myself. Let's see what this looks like. Oh wait, hold on. I like that this snaps to the guide. You see how it snaps right there? That's very cool. Okay. What do we think? Does that look okay? It's like a little edgy, right? A little scratchy. That's what all the cool edgelord comic book makers do, right? Scratchy lines and stuff. We can be edgy. I'm super edgy. And we'll do these like floating panels. So this one will be out to the sides. This one will be like the whole frame. And then we'll have another one down here then. I'm trying to divide it in thirds just visually. Because I don't want to freaking measure this stuff. But I do have a little navigating compass that I use for like taking proportions, like when I'm drawing. So I can just sort of line that up. Yeah, that's roughly a third. Yeah. No one will know. No, 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 no. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Well, we'll see. We're gonna see if it matters. We will find out, Mr. Anderson. Oh yeah. I also plan on memeing all kinds of, you know, Gen X nostalgia in here, right? I like the whole idea, 100, of your hair being a Horcrux. Excuse me. I feel like that'd be neat to put that in a story. You know, like you're trying to defeat a villain, and he's got Horcruxes, but not so close that they can sue us. Okay, so just enough to where you know who we're talking about, but not so spot on that they can just, you know, lay down a lawsuit, right? It's gonna be ADHD, Gen Xer, brain dump. Awesomeness. Is Knell's mask a Horcrux? I don't think he needs one. He doesn't need a Horcrux. Only bad guys. Only bad guys need Horcruxes. But maybe one day we'll pull that one out, right? Like maybe Knell dies in something, and then we bring him back in the next issue, and you know his mask turned out to be a Horcrux. Or something else. I don't know. I feel like it's a villain thing, though. You know, because villains, as we know, a real life villain that we all know and despise, also is quite paranoid of people, you know, coming after him. Also quite paranoid of assassination. Right? The more evil they are, the more they have to watch their back. Okay, let's... No, you're on the wrong freaking layer, Braxton. Okay, and we'll rough this in this way without these backgrounds, but then later on, I should say, I will put in a background to block this one from these. So these will have their own backgrounds, right? Like I'll put a paper layer, or not a paper layer. I can just put in like a white fill layer underneath, which I can set the behavior of this to here. This is the fill inside the frame. That's what that would do. Should we? I had that turned off, so I didn't have so many extra freaking layers to look at. But I don't know, would it be easier to create the frame fill later? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's think about this. Where's the thing? New raster. And since there's nothing on that one anyway, then we'll just come down to the old raster, and we say, what do we say? Okay, that selects the whole layer. And then bucket fill. Okay. So it's not that difficult. It's just it creates so many extra layers for me visually, it's difficult. But I will need them sometimes in order to block out something like this. So we should just do them as needed, because normally I don't need them that way. If everything on the page is going to be having its own box, and that's fine, right? Then I don't need backing layers, because I can just turn off the rough and the penciling layers underneath, and we see all the stuff, and they all are separated from everything with their respective folder masks. Except in this case where I have this bit here, and these panels are floating on top, and this bit extends out. It doesn't, like, the page itself is the panel, or yeah, and these just kind of hover above it. So the color on this, well, there won't be color, but you know, anything like this, all this will extend out and get trimmed off to full bleed, or to the trim line. So do I need to have a backing layer for that, or is it unnecessary? I mean, no, it doesn't need one, but these two do, right? Yeah, because this is going to be on its own layer, right? It's either that or making it a full panel out of that page. Like this, make the entire page itself a panel. Where's my tool? There. Yeah, I really do need to get another keypad, because that end button would be great to have all in my left hand. Well, I mean, I do have it with this other one. It's just I have to look down at that second little keypad. I want it all in one, so I can just hit those buttons without looking. This mirror, black, and we need to at least go out to trim. I mean, sorry, not out to trim, to bleed. There. Like that. But see, it doesn't need its own layer, does it? It does to block everything underneath it, but still, I don't think it really... I feel like that's unnecessary. In D&D, there's that phylactery thing too, with that liches use for immortality. Oh, that's right. It is. Do you think maybe that's where Rowling got it, though? But maybe where J.K. Rowling got it. Do I really need to have a backing layer for that? I feel like no. Because, like, what is it doing? Who cares? Right? I just put the drawing at the bottom of everything. You know, like as the base layer. I feel like I'm gonna have to redo all this again. That's my feeling. All right, so you are this one. there. We have to turn that. That's where I get backwards, because I have to turn this layer off to show that layer. But that's because it's blocking everything. What's up, Garrett? Welcome in. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm alright, I think that's what we're gonna do. So that's the bottom panel, this is the top panel, which we don't need to turn on at the moment, and then the here, bottom panel. It's so freaky that these are in the opposite direction. I could drag them in the right direction, right? And just reorder them myself. Right, okay, so I need to magic wand. And then bucket fill. Okay, so these are sufficiently backed up. And I'll, there. Okay, we're good to go on these. I should color these. Would that help at all? Yeah, actually visually that does help. So it's an extra couple of seconds of setup. Then down here, I'll just put the actual ink layer down here for like lower ink. I don't know what to call that. What do I call that? Okay, that's the full page down there, I suppose. I want to use a gray, but I don't want to have to choose a new color every time. I kind of want to have to re-choose the same gray color. There. Okay. We'll just sketch around here. Oh. Very inconsistent. Okay, let's do a straight line across here. Just for giggles, as the kids say. Kids say that, right? Right. Okay. Okay, let's see how we want to do this. I feel like it shouldn't be like this, but we are down here on the ground. Okay, let's just scrub some of that out of the way. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to foreshorten it that much. Yeah. I need to grab a bus picture. This is the way they originally were, the buses. This is before Braxton buses. Braxton Bus Tech. Oh yeah, we need like an Acme type company. Yeah. What do we need? We need like city. And why is my brush size so freaking huge? Oh my god. What was I using? 12? Yeah. Okay. How do you work? I don't have the other thing on me. Let's see. No, also not what we're looking for. Okay. It's not a bad looking bus. Okay, is that where the driver is? And then we sit here. Something like that. And that little upper window. That's straight back. Yeah. Yeah. Like this. Does it go back? Yeah, there, like that. Like this, see? See? All those who said nay. behold. Nay, I say. It's good. Now we have actual purpose. We have direction. Things will start going our way. We have purpose. Man, it did not get that cool last night either. It did not cool off much. So we just started off with AC in the morning. I don't know if, like, I'm trying to make these narrower at the top so it gives like a size thing. But I don't think it would be, right? But it's just that we're low to the ground, you know? The perspective is low. So I'm not sure. Like, would it be like that, or would it be fine to just have like parallel sides, like perfectly parallel? Is anyone going to look at that and be like, look, you completely ruined this entire comic and then they would point out the fact, you know, while I was crying and rocking back and forth, they would then point out this one. They would say, look, you completely forgot to apply perspective to this bus. Go mourn for your soul, stupid Braxton, and then I will cry harder. Because I will have failed my sensei. I'm not sure what all that means. But you know, you all need to realize that as crazy as my rants are, that's exactly what's going to be in my comic. I have warned you. It's just going to be a Braxton brain dump. So all the craziest stuff that goes through my head on a daily basis, you're all going to get to see it. I don't know if you're able to handle that. I think 100 can handle that. I don't know. I think Woo Woo can handle that, but I don't know. Please don't unsub for the poor perspective. I have like 6 kids, man. Or at least I could. I don't know, there could be 6 Braxtons out there. You don't know. Okay. This needs to be here. How do we show the door coming out toward us? It's just coming straight at us. Look at that. Okay. We need to have that apparatus there so you can tell the door is. And I guess we need another little thickness. It's kind of hard to do there. We'll just use the construction tools later. Or the figure tool later to make those. How do you make that arm thing? I don't know how these work. I know it's a big honking thing that the bus driver leans over and grabs this thing. I remember that. That's from my school days. Back when buses were brontosaurs. Brontosaurs and... Hold on. You had to move, like the underside of the bus was open and you had to stick your feet down below, everyone did, and run as fast as you could. Make the bus go anywhere on stone chisel wheels. Yeah, it wasn't on a brontosaurus. The rich kids got to go to school on the back of a pterodactyl. That was, you know, they always hold that over you. Stupid little poor kid. Don't even get to fly to school on a winged beast. I know this needs to be like a railing. I remember railings being a thing, right? Okay, there's him kind of getting up into the bus. It's like he's stepping up on his toe. Right there. Man, I need, like, I don't know. I need some manga. Like, right now. Does anyone have any good manga? I have like a bunch. Well, I just got those compendiums. You'd think I have like plenty for a while. Let's see. Just tone this down and start having a look at how we're gonna deal with her. And knock this down a little bit, these birds. Anyway, I recently got the Planetes compendiums. I haven't even cracked them open yet. I think I'm just gonna read Walking Dead this afternoon. I'm too into it. I don't have time for manga. You don't, wait, you don't? Okay. I kind of thought you might be into stuff like that. I guess not. There, it's supposed to be like his foot. The back of the heel, like that. See, like he's pushing up with his toe, I guess. It's a point of concern about me among my friends. 100, you're just not into manga. I love comics. I started rereading my old ones too. I got this really weird one. Well, I always like weird ones. By Mike Mignola. You know, he's the guy who did Hellboy. the Hellboy comic. He's got this really blocky silhouette type style, and he did this this book called the Incredible Screw-On Head. It's so freaking cool. Nice hardback book. I don't even know if anyone even knows of it. It's probably obscure. Who knows? But that's what I did when my favorite comic place was still in business, called Things from Another World. Uh-oh. I used to raid the sale TPB section and get all kinds of TPBs, get all kinds of books and stuff for closeout. I think I like it once I get started. There's just so much, yeah. I understand. You gotta choose, you gotta pick your poison. Oh, right, city. See, this is ADHD brain happening right here in front of you. This is why I wrote it down. Because I knew my brain would switch channels like 4 or 5 times, and then I'd realize it was there and come right back to it. Okay, so we need city name. We need yeah, we need some infrastructure naming going on here. So we at least need city. I had 2 or 3 things thought out, but I kind of lost those. I got sidetracked before I wrote them down. But I reminded myself, so I'll just eventually remember, I suppose. What did the bus look like? Did I do anything fancy on the side? I didn't. But, you know, I could put like an ad on the side or something cool. Who knows? This is all just... just getting penciled for now. Yeah, we're going to leave it a little wide, just to show that the bus is kind of towering above us. But then if I do that, then this has to... right? Doesn't this also... don't these also have to do that? Dude, I don't know, man. Honestly. Honestly. Alright, fine. We'll just straighten this out. I saw you need to have it kind of towering above. But I don't know if that's helpful at all. Because then the windows look funky when I try to do that with all of them. It's probably not how the perspective would even work. Well, that's a stretch for your legs, son. I don't know if we need to do that far of a jump. Okay, so... Okay. A railing. And his hands over. Somewhere over the railing. We'll just have foreshortened elbow. Something like that. Alright. Knell's serious about his bus fitness routine. You gotta take several, you gotta take all those steps at once. Three at a time. You don't want everyone to think you're a dweeb. One step at a time. You gotta live a little, man. Okay, does that read right? I feel like so. I feel like so. I feel like like we complete that curve a little bit, don't we? But don't we? But don't we? Well, yeah, we do. Well, I curved it. There. Don't they have those weird Euro window wipers? I don't know, anything that's weirdly shaped, I feel like it's European. One of those weird single wiper windshield wipers. You know? Okay, like that. I don't know why I have to have this on here when I'm not even drawing the bus driver. Okay, there's our New York driver. Again, we need our city name. Okay. for a light bit of consistency. It's not going to be like that. Darn it. I can't make my wiper. Yeah, that looked kind of toe pointy. Yeah, it reads like he's pointing. So there's his heel, the midsole, and then the toe. Give him a little pocket back there. That's where he keeps his pocket knife. And a shiv. You never know. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah? We're getting there. Where's the front end of this? How far back are you? Just behind the window is the way I have this one. Behind the... It can't be though. It can't be. It has to be different, right? Keeps a toothbrush ready to be filed down to a shiv. That's right. You have to think ahead. I don't know. We need to look up a bus. That's what we're looking for. See that skinny bit on this side? That's what I thought. It eats up the other, what would be the driver's side window, because the driver's right up, like you're staring at him, right? So that's what we need to do. Yeah. So this is accurate from here. We just need to trim off that window. right? That's the plan of action. And we'll have to move this over. So let's... here. There. I'm practicing on my lasso accuracy, which I hate doing because I hate this tool. I hate the lasso. It's okay. I'll stay calm. Okay, so the driver's side windows would be here, and then the wheel here, right? Okay. And what does it look like, though? No, it's gonna be like that's toward us, right? Maybe. Yeah. And then we get to draw the driver. With his Brooklyn hat. I don't know how to draw his face. There. Silly Braxton. Don't do crazy stuff like this. It's scary. There. Too many things overlapping. Right, can you read what that is? Maybe too much detail. Okay. And then this straight behind that bit. All right. This is easier to do with pencil and paper. At least when you're freehanding them. Okay. My she's like this. She can look different each time. Kind of cross-eyed. Something like this. All right. I'm literally tilting, leaning over to my left and my right head, my head is leaning over to my right. I'm just sitting here staring at it sideways, my head tilted. So strange that I do this while I'm drawing. It's weird. It's gonna be weird when I'm actually doing this on cam. People are gonna be like, Braxton, what are you doing? And I'll have to like stop and recognize that I'm tilting my head at the screen. I'm still doing it there. Put your head up, Braxton. Stop being crazy. Bro, why your head sideways though? That's what's gonna happen. You know, when we're super popular and all the Gen Alphas are in here. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be calling me out over it. Now it's more Gen Z. That's not Gen Alpha. I don't know what Gen Alpha says. Oh, we have a Gen Alpha on occasion in the chat. He didn't say stuff like that. Probably it'd just be cringe. Anyway, if I were to, you know how it is when you try when adults trying to talk your slang. It always comes off fake. Like, why is this old man talking like this? Because he thinks you think it's cool. Jen, get a haircut. I think short hair is in these days. And wild college kid beards, apparently. I don't know why college kids. Well, I think they, they're young and they're finally old enough to shave, and they want to posture with their beard, like showing like a male peacock showing its plumage, during mating season. 18, 19-year-olds, college kids finally can grow a spotty, scratchy beard. And they're like, yay, I'm gonna never shave this off. I waited 18 years of my life to grow hair on my face. And you just end up looking like, what's his name? Grizzly Adams. Boy, that's a totally Gen X reference. There, that's good as that one's getting for right now. My fingers are starting to cramp up. Okay. That's not going to look perfect. It's just there to as a placeholder. I'll use the figure tool on those later. Look at that. It's awful. Stupid, stupid Braxton. There. And yes, the wheels on the bus do indeed go round and round. I believe 100 asked that question before. Okay. That's roughly okay. A broccoli top haircut? You do? I think I've seen that. Any beard attempt from me, it looks like I have the what? What, I mean like spotty? Like mange? You should use that one. Use mange instead of plague. It's funnier. Okay. It's closer to, you know, because then it creates that hair falling out, sort of raw skin look. Let's see. I still don't know how to draw these things. I probably shouldn't. It's gonna be huge. Make it gather in a little bit. And put a little pocket. She gets skinnier each time. Okay, kind of. I don't know if that reads right. I'll have to fix that leg later. Not today. We are racing against the heat clock. Heat death occurs in 1 hour and counting. Okay, yeah, I don't think that reads right. That leg. You know, like a leg straight out beside her. It should be... something like that. Where's the sidewalk at? Where's your sidewalk at? There. Oh. Let's not do that. There. Because they're close. That's why. Oh, we'll have to deal with this too. Right. Let's see. A smaller window. So we'll do. This needs to move over, and how high up does it go? Pretty high. How do I do that again? Yeah. Right. Put my Euro wiper on there. I know. Everyone will be like, we don't have wipers like that in the European Union. Well, I'm sorry. But that's a matter of opinion. I think you're wrong. Be a great clickbait title, right? Yeah, we don't do clickbait. Unless it's ironic. And then it's okay. I think this needs to be here. We'll give it a fancy little Euro curve up there. Now everything with weird little curves in it is going to be Euro something. I don't know. Okay. And this was not as clean as I'd wanted it to be, but then again, I wasn't really finished with this either. Yeah, I need to bring this down more. There. This has to be, because if I don't, then that comes right up onto the trim line. If there's any, you know, that's what the safe zone is for. If there's any weirdness while stuff is getting printed, something gets bumped out of alignment, it'll show. These lines get hairier and hairier. Let's save that. And feels weird to not have that. I need to move that wheel up. Pardon me. Okay. And sort of. Does that look weird that it's hanging out that far? But that's what they're supposed to do. I don't know. Does this look weird to anybody? It's probably fine. I'm sure it's fine. Save. And we did not get to this one, but I did, you know, where we got stopped last time, I did work out the conversation. I created a method for thumbnailing the dialogue, and yeah, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, it's a good system. I even drew it out on paper with drew out like a grid thing with it to make like a template, and just copied that off a few times. So I've got a bunch of that on some regular paper. Man, I tell you what, printer paper comes in really handy. It's terrible to draw on, but it's very disposable, very cheap, and it's great when you're trying to work out, you know, stuff like this, because then I can print off templates and just have them right there, have stacks of them. Much easier. Okay, that's it for today. Everyone have an amazing week, and again, mind your manners, brush your teeth, do your homework, and I will be back next week.